Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. I'm here to share the journal we've been working on together. I'm gonna have a little collection of them, but right now I just have one, and I'm gonna see how that goes. So they will probably all kind of be similar, but it just depends on my mood. This one kind of went more Eastery. If you've been following along, as many of you have, thank you so much. While we've made this one, I said I liked how the little girls had their dolls, and I just thought, you know, they had their Easter baskets and they were going to church taking their little dolls with them. So I thought that's kind of the way I would go with it. So that said, I kind of started with some blues or some greens and yellows, and then I kind of went with a little bit of blues and a lot of pinks and whites in this one. So I'm going to include one of these beautiful little shaker charms of star sequins, a different color with each one. This one has a little multicolored one, since there are a few, like I have purple in here. So this one is just a multicolor. So there's 80 pages in here, front and back, and it will come with a clear envelope of a 5x7 size with some vintage and modern ephemera for you to use in your journal, along with a few pieces of fabric and trims as well. So getting into it, I used a piece of this vintage sheet with these beautiful roses on the front for the closure, and you can loop it through here if you want to tie it. And I just reinforced some of the parts that were a little bit messed up with some washi. I left the writing here. You can cover that up with washi or anything if you would like, but I kind of like knowing that it belonged to someone back when it was 65 cents. So getting into it, we have this vintage playing card here. This paper line here that I used for the to back it with is actually, I'm not sure. I want to say Bow Bunny, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. Maybe Simple Stories. I'm not sure what this is from, but anyways, nonetheless, it's adorable. Little soft florals. And so I just put this pink guest check here. I reinforced it again with so it has the pattern, the cardstock, and some fabric here. And then I'll just put a pink guest check there. Again, these journals were inspired by Kitty Witty Papercraft. So that's where I had gotten my inspiration in making these. So I will link her channel below. So I have a Dick and Jane book here, page here. I just thought that was cute because they were playing with their bear and their little, looks like a little Raggedy Ann doll. But I put some trim here. Looks like, well, I thought I was going to say cherries, but little tulips it looks like. And then this is some vintage trim I got just a little piece of, I love, and a lot off of eBay. And so here's the mom making this little blue dress for this little girl, and I thought it was cute. And this little girl, as we were making it, I was reading the page where she says I can make a yellow one, because I was using yellow stitching, and I was like, does it match? Because at first I didn't think the yellow did, but then I pulled the yellow from the doll's hair and put the washi on to bring in the more yellow. But then I went with pink, so I guess you could say pinks and yellows and purples, which I tend to decorate with a lot in the spring, so that's funny. So I just use soft colors of copy paper in some of the places. This was just a book page stitched on with this dragonfly. And then one of these little paper bingo cards, a yellow one that goes down in that pocket in there, and you can alter this or journal on the back and clip it, do what you want with that. I left the stitching in the back there. Here is part of the inside of the pattern. I love writing on this manila colored paper. I put one of these little vintage Easter cards in here, the little lamb. Oh, someone named my lamb and I forgot. I've got to remember now. Oh goodness. Can't think of it, but my little lammy here. It has a name and a good meaning, but now I'll have to remember it or look at it again. So I just used this Maggie Holmes journaling card and put a little piece of this fabric here, put an eyelet, and use this banana dyed yarn or banana. I don't know. I had gotten it from Victorian Gypsy Girl. This and some yellow a couple years ago, and I love this. But it's called maybe banana fibers or something. It's dyed from, I can't remember, but it's really cool. And it feels so soft, but the colors were just so pretty with this. So it just has this little tag in this, and this all is adhered with the eyelet, or I don't know if adhered is the right word, but it's in place. There you go. So you can put a photo or journal there, and this just kind of makes a little tuck spot there. It comes around to the back, and then, like I said, a pocket there. This is out of a little, you know, like one of the vintage sewing books. And this little girl just trims, and this is appliques on this side. And then I'll put a different type page in your little packet you get out of that book as well. This was some watercolor dyed paper that's blue that had actually mixed with coffee also that I had dyed last year. And I just I used like a 1950s or 60s magazine and pulled some cute little ads from that I thought were fitting. This is advice from a mother of 5, which they act like it's so rare, but I have many friends now that have like 4 and 5 kids. But yeah, I guess it did get rare for a while. I love you too. My daughter's leaving. I'm sorry, y'all. So I made a pocket here with this blue lace. This was some lace my sister had gotten at a thrift shop a couple years ago and gave me a piece of. I love this. And then I put this tatting, this little piece of tatting right here. I'd gotten this off of eBay also. You can tell that's hand done. And then I put this pearl brad there. And then I put you some of the pattern in here to collage and stuff with. I loved how it had the blue lining. I'll be using some of that. That is fun. And here's just the other side. And this is out of an applique or knitting catalog. This is part of an Ideals book. And here they are at church on Easter Sunday, I believe. And here's a music book page from a hymnal book, Well Done, My Child, and then He'll Take Me Through. And it's just some counting type paper. And here's a little Dick and Jane page of them skipping jump roping, skipping rope, I don't know. I say jump roping. And if you watch the video where we did this, you'll know that I actually messed up. I did this backwards. Upside. I was supposed to be on this side, but I didn't want to redo it, so I've just flipped it over and stitched it again to where it would be correct here. And this beautiful piece of lace also came with that lot from eBay. I love that. And so it shows the daddy skipping rope or whatever you want to call it. Look at look, she even has little yellow socks on with her blue dress. I didn't know that. See, that made my yellow stitching match. I knew it matched. And I left all of the strings hanging, so you can cut those off if you don't like them, but I love those. But it does not hurt my feelings if you cut them. So here's just some pink copy paper and some stitching here. And then with my vintage cards, if y'all have watched my channel at all, you know that I like to stitch them usually. Look at these, look how pretty. I like to stitch them here to where you can use this as a tuck spot or open it up and journal like that. So here's a page out of a 50s cookbook, and I love the imagery and the colors of the food, showing you how to chop up fruit and vegetables. Here's a book page out of the magazine of a strawberry cake, I think, and then a recipe on the back. This I had gotten from Paper Harbor Co. And it's just like sheets that I guess you used to order to wrap your butter in, or companies would. So I folded it over and made a, like, parchment paper. I made a pocket out of it, and then I also got, did I say Paper Harbor Co.? Yes. So these were from the 50s, these bakery receipts I've been putting in my journals lately. Then here's a Maggie Holmes. This is one of my favorite pages that she has in her, of all her, I think this is in the Chasing Dreams collection with the little bunny, little girl. I love this one. So here's just a vintage hanky. Part of it is half, the bottom half. I just stitched it in, and then this, I ordered these from Kitty Witty Paper Crafts. Now the covers I had gotten from, oh goodness, I'll share her shop below, but it is Vintage Polka Dot Company, I believe. And so I did do a shop share. I think I posted that, but if not, I've been linking her below. But this, I've gotten my ephemera and stuff from Kitty Witty Paper Craft. And then I have some more coming, like little die cuts that are just vintage and adorable, and I'll include a couple pieces of those in with the packet that they'll be here in a couple days. That'll go with the journal. And I will probably put a couple of the little ladies in with this one because it was kind of matched it. So here's some more Maggie Holmes paper. This is just out of an old travel brochure. This guy I just pictured was courting this girl, and this one here, and they went to the lake on Easter Sunday after church. Here's some pink lined paper. There's part of a While You Were Out sheet. And in this pink bag, I just put some vintage trims and fabrics, little pieces you can use. Some vellum. And then this was out of an Eloise Wilkins book. My friend asked me the other day, and I never texted her back and told her. Let me see. Well, I don't see the book. Oh goodness, what did I do with it? I got it and looked, and then I still don't think I told her, but I think it is out of, it is, oh goodness. Anyways, it's out of an Eloise Wilkins book, but I can't remember the name of the book again. So, I just put some buttons and an old, you can tell this is off an old necklace, this pink charm here. I love this image with this daisies in her hair and the bunny. The little yellow butterfly, I love that. So on each side, obviously, was a pocket. There's a yellow Denison label from Paper Harbor Co. And then I just stitched this piece of fabric on this index card. A lot of these pieces of floral fabrics were from an Amity Bloom pack. Here's just some eyelet trim, and then some beautiful trim I just looped over. My friend Lynette had given me with these blue flowers. I love that. It was actually really wide, and I cut it down, which you probably saw if you saw the video of me making this. The other side of the While You Were Out. Right here, this is another piece of that old necklace I'd gotten in an estate sale. It's like a resin or plastic, but it's still pretty, this rose. And I just stapled this piece of gingham ruffle here. And this little piece I'd gotten in a pack of crocheted pieces that Jessica wrapped 2 silver oranges. She started to take up crocheting now. So this was in like a little, that French paper pack of stuff that I had ordered. I love that, and I just tied a bow and let it drape down to hide the staple. Here's the other side of that hanky. And then here is another ad for Kool-Aid, because we all loved Kool-Aid, right? And then some corned beef. Whose mama made corned beef hash? And you're like, why are you making that? No, don't make that again, mama. But Kool-Aid, you're like, please make, please make. There's the other side of that Maggie Holmes page. Here's the other side of that parchment paper. That's fun to write on too, or you can make a pocket here. Or you could put, if you saw my video in my Cheaply Chic Valentine collection, I posted a video the other day of how to use unwanted pages, and I thought that kind of looked rude. It doesn't mean I didn't like her pages, it just was, I was wanting to show you how to use pages differently if you didn't want to use those pages. Like, you know, you could glue a piece of paper here and a piece of paper here, and you can make that a whole, you know, 2 different sides of paper. So so yeah, that's that was my idea behind that video. So here's that lovely strawberry cake. Here's that little garnished book page. I just did some messy stitching here. I put a piece of, just a little piece of this French wallpaper that I just thought you could collage with. This would make like 2 tags. It'd be beautiful to cut up and use on like 2 different tags. I stitched some lace here and then just put a guest check here. And then here I stitched some fabric over both sides and just left it open here, put some tickets. And there's a little poem about Easter Sunday. And this little guy here with the chicks is so cute to me. So this is another little tuck spot. Or you could cut the fabric and use it too. This is some of that blue watercolor dyed paper. You can tell where the coffee also got mixed in. And then I had put this rickrack trim on here, but I covered up some of the stitching with some of this Maggie Holmes paper there. And then I just put 3 offcuts of Easter or spring paper. Well, there's Easter eggs and then a bunny, and then there's some florals in there for you to use however you like. This was some vintage trim I had gotten at an estate sale last year, and I just made a belly band, stitched it on. Here's another ad. Now, I don't know what's on the back of some of these. I didn't read. That says safe conduct. I don't know what that's talking about. But I got it for the Miracle, I was going to say Miracle Whip, but it says it's whipped. Miracle Margarine. It's whipped. So it was whipped back then. They just didn't say it. So there's that. I like the green and yellow. So okay, here I love this little bunny page. The little dandelion and daisies, so cute. And then when I stitched it on here, so this is a tuck spot. You can write under or cut this off, whatever you want to do. And there's this little face. So cute. There's these little girls dancing. Little sewing pattern. Here's the other side. There's a pocket in this also. And then this is a flip out here with some more of the offcuts of papers. Just tucked in there. those are getting in my way. There's that paper, some yellow paper. You see, she's saying, look, I can make something yellow. And then I stitched this Easter basket because how could I not, with these, looks like daisies, Gerber daisies. And then I put a little apple and cranberry tea pack in here just for fun. I thought that would be fun. I like it, so I thought I would include some. And a little claim check. And then on the back page, you have this manila library pocket, a clothing tag, this yellow ticket, a yellow Denison tag, some pink tickets, and then a yellow library card. And there's another one of those little star sequins that she put in with her stuff, or in with the order. There's one too. They've been everywhere. It's funny, like they just keep appearing if y'all watched any of my videos lately. So, and they're clear. It's funny that I keep even seeing them. So that's from Kitty Witty Paper Craft Shop as well. So like I said, you also get a little baggie of the die cuts that come as well with all of these goodies. So my info is linked below at Jen's Junk on Instagram, JENNS_junk_, or you can email me at rjgray4au@yahoo.com. But you might want to comment below and let me know you sent me an email, so I'll make sure I check that. So if you want to claim this very first one, just let me know, because I'll just kind of work on these in between other journals at my just desire, I guess. It depends what mood I'm in that day. I am taking custom orders again, but I'm only going to do one a month, maybe two. It depends on the pace I'm going and what I have going on that month. I don't want to get behind or anything. I want to stay on top of it, so I will be doing that again this year. So just contact me on Instagram, and I would love to have you subscribe if you would like to do so, and I will see you in the next one. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.